What's up guys, it's Toxic here. This is Trading Tips and Tricks episode 5. This video is going to be helping you guys out with investments. Now, what's a better investment than Shaggy? Over the years it's gone from 60, 50, maybe even 40 at the beginning Robux, and you can see a constant rate of it going up. Anyone who made a long-term investment from years ago is pretty rich now, I would say, but nobody really invests in smalls like these. This video is all about investments, so yeah. Anyway, so investments like maybe, you see how this guy has 38 of them? Basically, he would not try to get rid of his 38 until he gets a very, very good raise out of them. Like, you see how they're 200 rep right now? So 200 times 38. Let's say he paid 200 for each of them. That's 7.6k. Now, reselling, you have to remember there's a tax. So 7.6k times, what's that called? 1.3, I believe it is? Yeah. So there you go. That's basically the price he would have to put to break even. Now, when we divide that by 38, he would have to sell them at 260 to make an even profit, basically. So investments like these are very risky. I clicked an ad by accident. I'll show you an example of some stuff I have, but I don't really have any investments. By the way, near 100k. Alright, so items that fluctuate are really your best bet, like maybe this. This maybe? No, never get this. This isn't good. It has no demand. As you can see, it spikes up and down. But if you get it for 100, 400, and then you see the price raise. Like right here, this jump, if you disregard all of these right here, if these don't count, then yes, that would be a good deal. But sadly, that's not what's going on. Now with Hyper Laser Gun, this thing fluctuates. This might be a good deal. Let's take out the calculator and tell you. 1558 divided by 0.7. Whoops, I meant to multiply it by 0.13 or whatever. Alright, anyway. 1398. So that's how much I would be paying. So 1558 times 1.3. Or no. It's times 0.7. So yeah, you would, if you resold it for this price right here, that would be a loss. Or even if you resold it for that price, again, that would still be a major loss. Because you have to remember, Roblox takes a 30% fee of anything you sell. So when people make, like, investments like these, they would prefer to, like, trade their investments off. Here, I'll get a really good example for you right now. This is an investment. I don't think that one was. I think this one was too, and then it just got dumped. Oh, it got projected and then it got dumped. Alright, so I don't remember who hoarded it, because I wasn't around when it was hoarded and projected and whatnot, but basically a lot of them are deleted. I don't know why, whatever. Anyway, so I know this one a lot better. There's someone called Mater King. Now, he had, if I'm not mistaken, well over 50 of them. I could be mistaken, however, but it's probably less. He moved all of his investment in those into Neon Pink Crazy Crown. So as you can see, he has how many? I already forgot. Let me see. Sorry about that, guys. I really need to pay a little bit more attention when I'm looking at stuff. But I believe that was 28 out of 100 he has. Let's just check up real quick. He has 29 out of 100. So that's 29% of the item out of circulation. And of course there's a couple deleted. So let's just say he has 35% of them. Now, these type of investments are meant to be either long-term, where they try to save their items and get rid of them when they raise naturally. Like, here's a good example. This is something that I believe iNewbie did, or is doing. I don't even know if I said his name right. But iNewbie, whatever his name is, he invested in, hold on. He invested in Sinister Branches. He invested in a lot of them. And he ended up making really good profit, because he got them when they were around here and everybody thought they were going to fail. And he caught a couple there, and as you see, they've raised a lot. This was a really good investment on his part. Oh, he still has a couple. But yeah, that's a really good investment on his part. investments like these, you gotta get high demand and then you invest in them by buying a bunch. Like for Virtual Commando, right now you would not want to get this. Hold on, let me just skip that because that's not music. Don't want to get a strike. Basically, you would want to get it when it's like maybe 1,500, 3,000. Okay, so let's just say these are actual like selling prices and all that. So 2,500, 3,000, and then 4,000. You would want to get the first three, because when you see the jump to 5,000, now, this is just quick math. Obviously, sometimes you're going to be wrong with quick math, but just looking at it, it seems like it's going to work out. So you're spending 9.5k, and then you're selling 3 for, so that would end up being 15,000. And then if you multiply that by the tax, you will make profit off that. So investments like those, just like short term, if you're looking to just make profit really fast, that's what you would do. But it has to be with high demand items, or else they won't sell fast enough and someone else will lower the item and you just miss out on a good sale. And that's why I say that items like this, you should only buy them when they're down low. Like this one's usually around 3,000, I would say. Maybe 3,500. But you never want to get items or invest in them when they're at a peak, cause that could only mean bad things, cause obviously investing in stuff when they're at a peak is either, you know, really risky and you gotta know what you're doing, or you're gonna lose your money. Was this projected? No. Weird. How's that relevant? Okay, one last item. Let's look at, I'll look at a few actually. And then I believe this is the username of the guy who has the stuff. Yeah, this is the guy who has all the Midnight Commandos. I still don't know who this is, but he has 14 Midnight Commandos. He had a lot more before. I don't know if he moved them, but he had a ton of them. And this is a good investment at the time because this was going up when he started getting them. He got them for really low prices, and he made a lot of money off of them, as far as I'm aware at least. This item, I don't think anyone's really investing in it, but if you invested in it on the first couple days, you would definitely have made some profit right now. Now, here's a couple things that I want to suggest. Also, you know, this is also a good thing because it started low, went up. Now, if you're going to invest in items that just came out, first of all, RBX leaks. So RBX leaks basically shows you all the items that are leaked from Roblox. This is like, as soon as they uploaded it, they would be leaked, but that's the auto leaker. This one just like puts the mesh and texture together for you. So they're releasing all the eggs already. They're like putting them up, so you could already get an idea of what the egg hunt's looking like. Inventor top hat, stuff like this, you know? Just stuff like that. What I mean by this is items that go limited and they're brand new. If they're cheap, like 100, you definitely want to snag a couple. If they look like they're good, like if they look like they're gonna get a lot of attention, like this or this, and then also, you know, gets, you know, good demand. To tell the demand, obviously it has to be a small item, and you have to see how fast it starts selling out. Like if it's a brand new item, obviously they're gonna sell out really fast for the first couple hundred, but if it sells out like 1,000 stock in 100 Robux in maybe 10 minutes, yeah, that's obviously bad. You do not want to invest in that unless you're trying to project it, but that's a different story. But this is geared towards the newer traders. So if you're investing in smaller items, what you want to do is get items as soon as they come out. That way they're the cheapest possible, and usually they're around 200, 300 when they're this low. And let me see if Thrill Seeker is doing good, because I still have this, I believe. Oh no, I don't. But yeah, basically, this is when it peaked. If you saw like the downtrend, you would know that there's a peak for it, and then it's gonna crash again. Obviously, honestly, it's more just like, you know, paying attention to the item, giving it as much attention as possible, looking at the sells. Like if people sell it for 600 when it's 800 every once in a while, like every minute, then obviously you should not really invest in it because it's gonna lower because everyone's putting it up for 600. So you don't want to do that because you're gonna lose money. It's all about thinking and just making the right investment on your side, what you feel is gonna work. Oh, I just realized I'm in game. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.